It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play fake here on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to go down again. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Michel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Brady to throw on second down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing.
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Brady. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Go. 54.
On first down, Brady gets it to Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They go play action here on first down. And now this is intercepted.
Hey, that's some bullshit right there. I'm whooping his ass so bad that getting his chance to quit. hey, don't see nothing like that. That's crazy right now. They say I'm whooping this nigga ass so bad that to give him a chance to think about to consider to quit. I might have seen that to his phone. I ain't never seen that like that before. Second quarter is 20-0. Well, we just started the second quarter.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
That was an ugly game right here, man. I advise you watch the other game. It's on my elder and my brother, my other brother. I bet you watch that game. Watch this game.
Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Garçon with his first grab, good enough for a first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB,
I ain't never seen nothing like that. That's why I hit the screen, man.
He's been under pressure
this
this
nigga so
entire
bad.
game.
Give him a chance to consider
And to
quit.
think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Ain't never seen nothing like that.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Caught left side, Garçon. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I know my pistol.
We have seen this before.
I mean, that's a fumble, man. You ain't gonna challenge that. Yeah, challenge that. Boy, don't throwing the ball like 5 times already.
Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Day able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Buying time to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
To throw is Brady, escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now Brady throwing on second down. To Michelle on the dump off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Now Brady again. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Michelle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Airing it deep for Garcon. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Brady being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's third down.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Duke Dawson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw with Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done. Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's complete to the right side, it's Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dwayne Allen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots continue to roll. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play, right?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Brady to throw on second down. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Brady now on first down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be third down. Again, it's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Here's White, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and goal. Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Lawrence Guy getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Garoppolo now on third and goal. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game,
No wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well. Hard, hard, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now he's forced out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 53 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Lawrence Guy in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
Got the ball, about score a touchdown.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Garoppolo looks to throw. Carrying it deep for Garcon. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there made sure
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th
This is
quarter.
what we want to play
Maybe
against.
can expect
One of
more
this game or the
passes
one
like that downfield.
Eldon down. Shoot, I said you.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Get him.
And he's got
Get
him
him.
down right near the
Get
goal
him.
line. The officials look at each
Get
other.
him.
They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Lawrence Guy in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Edelman set to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
You said 14 to 13.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
I came out. I'm busy on.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can
might
see it
have a
totally in
history
their body
game.
language.
Hands on hips, heads
history.
low. It's just been a struggle
No, this
from the
game
start.
going to history.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
I don't know. He said
Pass
pick.
protection has been a
Well,
problem
play
all night
against.
long as they come up facing second
What
and a
up,
bundle.
me and Mike or shoot?
Wait, 20!
You don't want to wait and watch. What's up, y'all? We in the fourth quarter. Me and Mike in the fourth quarter.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You still watching this history game right here, man?
Usually lucky here.
It's historic game.
7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll throw deep left side. Fighting his way through contact.
He caught it.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't
tough,
connect.
man.
Now it's 3rd.
Finally, a good play there defensively on
Caught
the
it
deep ball.
inbound,
The
bro.
secondary has had its...
God, challenge. Good child. Touchdown right now.
struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Simon in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, you're going to be playing against Mike.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
TB12.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
That's my football team in real life, man.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. New England on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this flag? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 11. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field. That defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the
turnovers
stadium
and fumbles
feeling like
kill
they're all 10 feet tall.
Your man fumbled by like 5 times.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hard-working crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.